So next we have Iris Champion Suit. I would say Iris CS and Hydreigon 5-star tech sync pair. So here is the thing. I would say it's probably the worst Pokefair of all ever since last. So the main reason I would say that is because of its moves. And we're gonna take a look at all of them. First, from left to right, we have Breaking Swipe base 30 and lowers the target's attack, which is not good. It's not good because there are better alternatives like Charm, Mina, and Gramble with even better. We have Paladin times Dawn, which totally replaces Iris. And yes, you can attack and lower attack at the same time, but I think rather go for Charm 3 times is better than using Breaking Swipe 6 times. So nope, Breaking Swipe is not good. And some of you guys say, oh, Raihan is so good with Breaking Swipe. No, this is not Raihan. So Iris with Breaking Swipe is not good. Snarl is 39, the base and accuracy is 95, lowers the target's special attack. So Snarl is, we have already Snarl users like Karen, but I would say Karen might be a bit better because of its Mega Evolution. So Snarl is fine, but I think if you have Houndoom, go for Houndoom. Don't use Hydreigon for Snarls, obviously. And next we have Dragon Rush. It's 130 base and accuracy is 75. Has a small chance of making the target flinch, which is good. And if the grid has aggravation, which will be even better, but I think there is, and it will be good. Trainer move, 3 heads, which is a bad name of a trainer move because Iris does not have 3 heads. Hydreigon does, but Iris does not have 3 heads, which is not a good name. Makes move gauge accelerate on the allied field of play. Reduces the user's sync move countdown by 1. Sharply raises the user's attack. Raises the user's critical hit rate. So it's basically Signature Blue. It's basically Leon, and basically Cynthia. That's it. How would I say this? It's not the best. It's not the best trainer move out there. Like move gauge acceleration is so good. Reduce sync move countdown by 1 is very good. We have sharply raised the user's attack rate. Sharply raised attack is so good as well. But how would I say it's not the best. It's just not the best. DNA could have done better. Next we have passive skills. Passive number 1, Piercing Gaze. The moves never miss. Good. Appreciate that. Number 2, Power Loving. The more the target's stats have been lowered, the more it powers up moves. First, this passive name is wrong because Hydreigon does not love, it fights. If you don't know, the Pokédex of Hydreigon is they fight it in each other and like one of the heads die in the end. So it's not powered, it's not loving. So like, yeah. Like the more the target stats have been lowered, the more it powers up moves. Yes, this is very similar to Serena and Whimsicott, which we know it's if you have sticking by, you know that I always say Serena is not a good sync pair because you have to rely on stat drops, which you're not sure if you can apply that all the time. If you can't, then it's bad. But if you can, obviously you would go for like Breaking Swipe, Snarl, and spam those moves 12 times in a row, then you're good. But I don't think anyone has the time to spam these moves 12 times. So it's not too good. Passive number 3, Double Drop. When an opponent's stat is lowered, it is lowered by the double stat ranks. So let me see. When an opponent's stat is lowered, it's lowered by double the stat ranks. So that explains why there is Power Loving, which means when Breaking Swipe attacks, it's everyone -2 attack. When Snarl attacks, everyone is -2 special attack. So I would change my opinion is if you don't have Paladin times Dawn, if you don't have Karen, Iris is better because it's basically Charm 2 times, but you can attack. It's basically Snarl, but attacking 2 times. So it's better. It's a better version of them, doubled. But it's still not good, and I think it's the worst among all. Like, I know, like, you want Strike to be Haxorus, Hydreigon to be Tech, but like, nope, this is not how Snow and Breaking Strike works. And like, double drop, yes, it can get, you can get them to -6 attack, -6 special attack. It's so good, but in reality, it won't be as good as you expected. And there's so many other ways to lower attacks, like Moonblast. Like, you can lower -4 special attack very quickly, and yeah, not surprised and nothing too special. There are better sync pairs like Palantir's Dawn and Karen instead of Hydreigon, and I would suggest you to scout Hydreigon for last because she's not worth scouting unless you don't have Karen or Palantir's Dawn, which I guess you guys have Karen. Like, Karen's so common and the only special attack Dark type, and Yveltal obviously, but Yveltal doesn't have Snarl. So yeah, I think this is, yeah, it's Karen. Yeah, Yveltal doesn't have Snarl, right? Wait, does Yveltal have Snarl? I actually forgot. Does Yveltal have Snarl? Hang on, let me just quickly check. Yeah, Yveltal doesn't have Snarl. So yeah, Iris is not too good. That's it. So we're going to take a look at the last sync pair, and I want to take a look at in the same video as well, because we're going to take a look at the best Pokefair sync pair for March, and comparing the worst March Pokefair, being Marnie and Morpeko. So Marnie and Morpeko is a very special Pokemon in Gator and obviously in Pokemon Master EX. The main reason is, first, it's weak to bug, which is so good because there are not enough bug bosses, and secondly, it's so busted, low-key busted. And if you guys, before I get into it, you guys might think about Bianca. Bianca is known to be bad at first, but the more you use, like, even many YouTubers said, oh, Bianca is so good, and like, Bianca can be another alternative for like 6-star EX because it just hits so hard with so many stat boosts, and it does like 3k damage, like light screen 3k damage, so good. This is very similar to Bianca, but better. So let's take a look at the moves and passives. Number 1 is going to be Thunder Shock. 70 base power and very small chance to leave the target paralyzed. Very normal, nothing much to say. Number 2, Power Trip. 13 base power at 100% accuracy. The more the user's stats are raised, the greater the power of this move. So, Power Trip, we'll talk about that later. I think it's better to take a look at the passives and the snack time first before I give opinion on Power Trip. Next, we have Aura Will. 3 gauge move, 80 base power, which is debuffs, which I hate when the games debuff sync pairs. Aura Will is supposed to be so strong, 110 base in the main series, but now it's only 80, which actually really debuffs Marnie, which really sucks. But Aura Will raises the user's speed when the user is in full body mode. This attack becomes electric type. When the user is in hangry mode, this attack becomes dark type. Good. It's both electric and both dark at the same time, so it's very good. And you can always get a guaranteed speed boost, which can also increase the damage of Power Trip. Snack time, which I want to have some snacks after my recording as well. Raises the user's attack if the user's speed has been raised as well. Raises the user's attack by the same amount. So I think this is something similar to another sync pair. I forgot. Is it like Brandon or Guzma? I don't remember. It's like the more move guard you have, then the more attack and defense you raise, or the more move guard you have, the higher the special attack is. It's very similar to Guzma and Brendan, but this is using your speed. So obviously, this is a very simple sync pair to use. You just have to Skyla, take flight, get Marnie to max speed, and then go for the max attack boost, which is so good. And Marnie is basically busted after you get snack time up. But instead, when the user is in full belly mode, makes the user gradually heal itself. When the user is in hangry mode, raises the user's critical hit rate. In case you don't know what full belly mode and hangry mode is, full belly mode is this yellow and black one, which is full belly mode, and the one with black and purple is hangry mode, if I'm correct. If I'm wrong, please correct me. I might be wrong, I'm not sure. So yeah, So basically, you can use Marnie in 2 different ways. And based on the main series, they change forms by turn. So turn 1 is electric, turn 2 is dark, turn 3 is electric, turn 4 is dark. And this only affects Overwheel. Thundershock and Power Trip does not affect by the forms. And when you get to like so many stat boosts, and like especially if you pair with Xerneas, like so many stat boosts, and then Power Trip is going to be absolutely busted. Just trust me, Power Trip is going to be so good. And after you scout for Leon, go for Marnie right away. Don't like wait for Iris and Diantha. Please don't. Please don't. Obviously, please don't. So let's take a look at the passives. Passive number 1 is Mod Swing. When a user is in full battle mode, powers up the user's electric type moves. When a user is in hangry mode, powers up the user's dark type moves. So it's basically electric power 5 and dark power 5. Am I right? Let me just quickly check. Not you. Dark power 5 and electric power 5 is basically what that description is, which is, man, so good. And hostile environment 5 raises the user's chance of inflicting status conditions with the additional effect of moves. Solid. It's solid. But like there are better ways to inflict paralysis, like Volkner. Like Volkner has like, I don't remember, but someone has like hostile environment 6 or something. And Marnie is not the person to help you get paralyzed up. And I would say we're going to quickly compare the best sync pair and the worst sync pair of March. So Marnie is powerful damage, always trusty, and easy to set up is basically what I would say. Easy to set up as well. Now take a look at Iris. I'm going to quickly change the Iris as well. Iris, this 13-year-old girl just lowers her attack, lower special attack, like to -6, and then bang, you go full out. But the problem is it's not trusty, and it's not the best way to attack, because if you guys actually used Serena before, you would know that her attack is not reliable because it dies very easily, and you cannot guarantee to have attack drops and special attack drops all the time. Like, what if that sync pair has Impervious, like Will and Xatu? If it has Impervious, can you use Iris? No, useless. Machamp from Kanto, the flying stage, has Impervious. Can you use Iris? No, because it's useless. So this is really depending on the stage you're using, and you cannot rely on Iris all the time. By the way, I don't like that 6-star EX outfit. That 6-star EX outfit so ugly. Like, take a look, it's just so ugly. Sorry. And I forgot to mention one thing about Iris is bad defenses. Like, really bad. Really bad. Hydreigon cannot hit her. Can hit hard, but when it cannot tank well, it basically dies very easily. And I don't even understand why is that Undella Town Tech. That's so weird. So yeah, Undella should be for Cynthia, Yeah, so I would say Marnie is the best among all, and Iris is the worst. And you guys might be saying, oh no, Leon's so much better with four passives, and like he's the champion after all. No. Something very different from Leon. Let me just scroll back for the live chat. So something very different from Leon and Marnie is the reliance on the moves. Power Trip is always guaranteed to hit hard, but Leon is not guaranteed to hit hard. A very simple example is when you use red. So think about, at the very beginning of the game, when you use red, you might realize that you cannot hit hard with red. This is actually how I started using red as well. If you take a look at the videos back from the very beginning, I did not enjoy using red because it's not reliable enough. Like, lowering defense, yay! That means it dies quicker. That's how I would feel. Yes, you can raise your defenses again and again and again, but there's like freaking MP Rekindle too. So you're gonna strike a pose multiple times again. And Leon will be only good when there's 6-star EX coming up, and it will Gigantamax, which doubles HP, which defenses doesn't matter too much. That's the only thing I would say about Leon and Charizard. Leon and Charizard is second best, but Marnie and Morpeko is a bit better, slightly better. Yeah, and Diantha is number 3. I don't want to say, but Diantha is actually not as good as Sycamore. And number 4 is Iris, because Iris sucks, and no one likes Iris. Iris is so not good. Yeah, Iris is just not good because of the stat reduction. The relying on stat reductions, very similar to Serena. So yeah, I think this concludes all the Pokefair opinions of mine, and yeah. Make sure to join the Discord in the link in the description below. And if you have any objections for opinions, obviously many of you do, when I say Marnie is better than Leon, let me know and explain why Leon is better, or why Iris is better than Leon, or why Iris is better than Marnie. Let me know. And like, Snarl hits less than Power Trip. So yeah. Let me know in the comments section below which is your favorite sync pair and which is the best sync pair that you think. And see you next time.